Greetings Terrarians, Khaios here. Welcome to the channel's 5,000 subscribers special. I cannot believe this is the third subscriber milestone hit in just a month. I'd like to welcome all of the new subscribers and thank you all for your continued support. It's looking like we might even hit the next milestone of 10,000 subscribers by the time the channel's first year mark rolls around. Very exciting. Before I jump into the story for today's special, I just wanted to announce that starting in July, as in tomorrow, I'll be bumping the weekly videos up from 3 to 4. The goal is to have a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so if you're already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the notification bells so that you can catch all of the new videos. Today, I'm continuing work on the Castle in the Clouds remix from the previous two subscriber specials, but with a slight twist. I'm going to be talking about a rather dark and bittersweet story today, so I thought it might be appropriate to throw in a rainy cloud into the castle with a stylistically matching build. So in the last special, I briefly talked about my history with the Super Terraria World mod and my first encounter with Jestex. This month marks the second year since he passed away, so I thought I would dedicate this special to his memory, as I wouldn't even be here on YouTube right now if not for him. It's going to be a bit of a sad story in the end, and I do apologize for that now, but I feel it's more of a dishonor to Jestex's memory not to mention it at all. As I said previously, I met Jestex through the Super Terraria World mod. He was their sprite artist at the time, and he had been following my builds on the forums for quite a while. When the team decided to seek out a new builder for the mod, Jestex recommended me, even though we had never actually interacted with each other prior to that. But once I started working on the mod, Jestex and I began working very closely together. He was integral to the mod's world designs. He always provided detailed and constructive feedback regarding my builds, and he was never one to shy away from telling me what he liked and what he didn't like. And he was an amazing sprite artist. He could flawlessly match the Terraria art style, so if I had any idea for the mod, any addition that I wanted to make, he would quickly and professionally create any sprite that I needed. It was truly a privilege working with him. Over the following 2 years, we got to know each other quite well, and our working relationship turned into a close friendship. Even if we weren't working on anything for the mod, we'd still touch base on a daily basis, see how the other person was doing, play some games together, we'd vent to one another, and talk about life's ups and downs. And he was always supportive of my work in Terraria, in and outside of the mod, but it never felt fake or biased. Even if he didn't like a build, he would still support my effort and continue to encourage me to keep on building. In fact, I bypassed a lot of burnout because of him and forced myself to innovate my build designs even more because of him. He was always encouraging me to expand my horizons within Terraria, and he wasn't content with just watching me work on the mod and posting occasionally on the Terraria community forums or on the subreddit. Many times, he would tell me that I needed to apply my creativity to an adventure map, and while the idea did interest me, I had bad experiences with publishing an adventure in a different game, and it was making me really hesitant to do the same in Terraria. Still, he'd insist quite often that I work on a map, and I told him that eventually I would, I just really never got around to doing it. I needed to give myself more time to grow as a builder, become more confident in my building, and I always have had very high standards for myself. I don't like releasing subpar content. You guys have no idea how many builds I delete that nobody ever sees because I don't think that they're high enough standard. But he would try and encourage me that any adventure map I would make would be worth sharing. He was also one of the people that tried to convince me to create a YouTube channel. At the time, I was absolutely against the idea. For starters, I hate my voice. I also figured my videos would be too low quality and boring to watch, and so I avoided that topic like the plague. Jestex would constantly try to make me feel confident enough to start my own YouTube channel, and for that, I am eternally grateful. Now, things in the story are about to get dark, so bear with me. I just feel that it really needs to be said, as it helped to shape me into who I am today. So, in June, 2 years ago, he said goodbye to me in a really odd way, out of the norm for him, but I didn't really think too much of it at the time. The next morning, I got a message from his brother on Discord who informed me that Jestex had taken his own life. At first, I was in complete denial. I thought it was a bad joke, a terrible joke, but it wasn't. Then I was devastated, and despite how well I had grown to know him and how close we had become as friends, I had not known that he was struggling to cope with depression. In fact, I learned through his family that he hid it from all of them, all of his family and friends. Nobody knew that he was struggling with depression. So I just want to take a brief moment, a break from the story, to say that if you or anybody you know is struggling with depression, that you're not alone. I encourage you to seek out assistance, because no matter how dark life seems to be, there will always be someone there who cares about you and wants to help you. I'm going to leave some links in the description to this video if you or anybody you know might need assistance. After I had learned of Jestex's death, I didn't know what to do for a time. I built him a memorial to be placed in the Super Terraria world, but after that, I kind of distanced myself from the rest of the team. Eventually, however, I could just hear Jestex telling me all of his words of encouragement and just telling me to keep improving myself and keep working towards higher and higher goals. It was at that time that I made two decisions that led me to where I am right now. I would build Jestex, his adventure map, and I would start a YouTube channel once the map was released. I began work on Harbinger immediately, and it was a massive undertaking for me. I was still in mourning, but working on the map had helped to ease the pain. I learned a lot and I grew as a builder, but it took a lot longer than I anticipated. Well over a year had passed by the time I completed the map, but in late October of last year, I finally released it to the world. And to those of you that have played it already, I apologize for how difficult it was. I've learned a lot, and my next map will be even better. Though Jestex never got to see or play Harbinger, I'd like to think that he'd be happy that I finally listened to his advice and finished it, and I'm also very happy that I did. Alongside the map's release, I created my first ever YouTube video, the trailer for Harbinger. Don't let the channel's age fool you. I may have created this channel years ago, but I never used it. And I consider my YouTube birthday to be at the end of October, once the date that the map was released. It was the first time I ever touched a video editor, and it was incredibly intimidating. But in the end, I think the trailer turned out quite well, and with that, my YouTube journey began. And while I have many people to thank for helping me along this road as I work towards my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, I reserve my deepest thanks for Jestex. I wouldn't be here right now celebrating 5,000 subscribers and sharing this story with all of you if not for him. So while today's story was indeed a sad one, it was an important one for me to share. In fact, in regards to my YouTube channel at least, it was the most important one, which is why I wanted to share how much he influenced my life with you all. To end on a positive note, I just wanted to give you all a massive amount of thanks from the bottom of my heart for helping support this channel as it continues to grow. I can't express in words how much I really do appreciate you all. I hope you enjoyed the rainy addition to the new castle in the clouds, and if you'd like to play the map for yourself, you can find a link in the description below. I look forward to celebrating the next 10,000 subscriber special with you all. At this time, I'm unsure what the next subscriber special story is going to be about, so if there's anything you would like to know about me, be it pertaining to Terraria or not, let me know in the comment section and I'll give it a consideration for the next special. Also, if you'd like to see any specific additions to the celebration world, be sure to let me know. Thank you all very much for watching and for celebrating this with me. I'll catch you all later. Happy building.